to say that, for example, an outer perimeter post or an outer perimeter building 150 yards away is not the purview of the Secret Service is nothing short of ludicrous and insane. I'll give you an example. A lot of people don't realize that there are many elements of the perimeter, not only in a stationary sense, but when the motorcade is moving or the protectee is moving, that perimeter is very dynamic. It's not a nice, neat 360-degree rings of protection, inner, middle, outer perimeter. It's what's above, it's what's below. And the whole premise of that is to create as much time and distance for a would-be assassin or someone intending to do harm, to extend that as much as possible. We need as much time to react. The best way to do that is to do a proper advance. For example, when the motorcade arrives at for example, when an airplane arrives at an airport and the motorcade departs, prior to the plane landing, there are elements of surveillance in the immediate area to make sure there's nothing untoward. There's resources in the sky that do that. When the protectee lands on the ground and gets into the motorcade, that basically begins a cascade of other security elements, a very proactive level under normal circumstances. For example, there's a helicopter, and that precedes the motorcade by significant distances. There are supposedly, should be a drone that does the same thing, especially at the site. Well, that helicopter element or the pilot car, for example, in a motorcade and other proactive elements have done a lot of work the day before, the day of, hours before, 20 minutes before. And their whole purpose in life is to look and see, are there any vulnerabilities that have developed in the last 10 hours, 5 hours, or the last 10 minutes? The point of that is it's not restricted to 150 yards. That's the point. It can be miles. And to say that we are only responsible for areas within a perimeter that we've defined is simply wrong, simply wrong. Secret Service is supposed to be responsible for any threat within reason, to be able, within physical reason and capacity, to be able to identify and neutralize. So that particular response is completely irresponsible and devoid of any understanding of physics and the statute.
Now, as part of the advanced work, they also, once they determined, hey, we got this building, got line of sight, if a sniper was up there, the Secret Service would necessarily place themselves or place state or local police up there with this particular mission. You keep your ass up here until the event's over, and you're going to be in radio communication with us in the event you see anything.
Absolutely.
So that would be the SOP for this, correct?
Yes. Depending on the venue, depending on the geography, and depending on the threat level and the resources available, we put together a plan in an integrated, collective way